This is the front view out the front of the house. The parcel is 40 acres, sits on the corner. Central air unit has hail damage and damage to it. It may be operable, but it won't be efficient. This is the north side of the house, the front of the house. Previous occupants had collected rainwater and numerous barrels here, as they had no electricity to have water on at a number of times while they were occupying the property. This is a view of the back 40. There is an additional 40 beyond the hill that is also for sale by the previous buyer. They were bought at 2 different times. That is the nearest neighbors that you can see. All of these properties are farms and on large farm ground. This is the rear of the house. This is the porch. Again, the porch itself is solid, the roof is not, and now the electric is missing. This is the siding. It is aluminum, and it does lose paint. It wipes off. It does need to be repainted. Down this path is the septic, holding tanks, level alarm, as the septic is out front. This is the septic. And the septic is beyond these pine trees. So here's the view of the house. House is very secluded from the road, and therefore all 3 of the neighbors did not report anything from last inspection to this inspection in regards to the electric. I will call the electric company and find out what happened. This is this side of the house where the aluminum siding has faded, weathered. There is signs of distress on the chimney. The chimney was only used for that fireplace downstairs, of which there is not one anymore. Fenced area, previously used for dogs. This is the hand pump for the well. This is the actual drilled well. Previous owners couldn't afford to pay the electricity, so they used buckets and the hand pump. Here is the back 40. There is a small shed. Previous owners burned on their driveway, causing damage. This is the shed. It was a well house. It does have electricity in it. It was not used for anything. Was just debris that was in here. And that is a shallow point well with a concrete cover on it. That cover is not safe. That well needs to be sealed or needs to be repaired. That pump is not submersible, and it's not typical to code. The electric is open. Backside of the garage, there is some damage to the siding. We have some graffiti on the shed as well as on the side of the garage. The garage doors are shut and secure from the inside. Heavy smell of smoke from burning. Previous occupants burned wood in here. Was large amounts of belongings from up above that were removed as part of the trash out. Garage door opener does not work. Electrical needs to be inspected before the panel is put back on. Previous owners had dogs and they had this area open to allow the dogs into the garage. At one point, there were numerous people living in here, and the heavy smell of smoke is in here, as this is where they were using a wood stove. And there were cots and other things in here where they were supposedly, per the neighbors, had multiple people residing. So the front garage door, it's damaged. The panels don't fit together anymore. There was a camper sitting here at one point. There was actually a total of 4 of them on the property at one point. This is still all the land. That's the nearest neighbor across the street. This is the dog kennels that we're leading inside. Property does have an asphalt driveway, which is not common at all. Gravel in both directions is at least 3 miles either way. There's no tar driveway or tar road within that distance. Out there in the distance, this is where the mound system is, out beyond the trees. This is to the south. Neighbor across the street that's watching the house. To the north, property is located on a corner. The buildings that are the closest to see, those belong to the other property there that's further towards the trees. That's on 80 plus acres. That neighbor is watching the property.